Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tina and today I am about to leave and go pick up some dishes I just bought off of a man from Craigslist. Haven't bought off of Craigslist in a while, but it is something that can be worthwhile doing. Do any of you buy off of Craigslist? I'd be curious to know. Drop it in the comments below. But yeah, I haven't bought anything in a while. It's usually dinnerware that I end up buying, and that's what I'm going to pick up today. So yeah, I'm hoping everything is in good shape as he says. I'm actually meeting this man at a restaurant. I believe it might be his restaurant. I'm not sure. So yeah, if you do buy things from Craigslist, always make sure that you meet in a public place. I wouldn't recommend going to someone's home, honestly. Even if you're a guy, I really wouldn't, because you never know these days. So anyway, I am off to pick up this lot of dishes. And it's quite a bit of money, but I know my return is going to be worth it. So I will show you everything I purchased after I get back. Probably going to be a quick video, but just to show you a little bit about what I do sometimes. So, all right, I'm going to get on the road here and go pick up these dishes. All right. All right, so it's a nice sunny day here in PA anyway. I mean, the clouds are kind of out a little bit hazy, but yeah, spring is coming. All right, it's really bright out here. I feel like I look very pink or something. It's this lighting, but anyway. So yeah, that was a successful pickup. I got everything in the back right now. It was the gentleman's restaurant. I guess the deal is he knows a lady who is selling her house and she wanted his help in selling stuff for her. So he listed this stuff on Craigslist. I'm actually glad that I got it, because he said some other man just messaged him and was interested in buying the lot. And he said if I didn't show up, he was going to sell it to the other guy. So yeah, when you want to purchase something on Craigslist, you have to move quick, and let the people know you're serious, because if not, yeah, it could definitely slip through your fingers. So I'll give you a quick little view. I'm making a quick stop at the Goodwill now, because it was pretty close by, and I want to see if they have any more of that perfume that they had a couple weeks ago. So yeah, probably not, right? But I'm gonna look anyway. Do a quick walk through in there. I don't know if I'll be able to video in there or not. I think their music is usually pretty loud, and I don't want to have any, sorry about that. I don't want to have any copyright issues, So, yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to show you what I got. All right, so I'm going to show you everything once I get home. But what all this stuff is, well, actually, I can pull this out. This isn't as wrapped as the other stuff. This is a set of Longaberger pottery. Now, listen, I don't mess with the baskets. There's so many of those, and I don't even think most of them do well anymore. Some of them might. I'm just not really interested in baskets. I'm really not interested in baskets, so let's just say that. So anyway, but I find a lot of the pottery still does well, and I will pay up for it, which I did do today. Because they spelled Longaberger with a U. Oh, that's funny. That's not really how it's spelled, but yeah, the pottery I will still buy, and like I said, I will and have paid up for it, as in this case I did too. I'll give you the whole backstory on that when I get home, but I'm going to unpack everything once I get home and show it to you and let you know why I paid what I paid for it and what I expect to get. All right, let me just close this up and head into the Goodwill. See what's in there. right, well, Goodwill was kind of terrible as usual. The prices are usually just so high there. Like, it's just not something I can usually work with. So I don't go into Goodwill very often, but every now and then. So yeah, made a quick stop, didn't work out. Now I'm going to go in and grab some lunch at one of my local grocery stores. They have like a buffet type thing. So I'm going to go in there and grab something to eat. Always sourcing. Look at this. It's like a reproduction tobacco basket. There's a smaller one too. I haven't seen these in a while. I mean, I've seen like the real ones, the really large vintage ones, I guess, that were used to gather tobacco. But, you know, tobacco leaves. I don't know if these are still in demand. I mean, this isn't a real vintage one or anything, but I might have to look these up. All right, so I'm back in the car, grabbed some sushi for lunch, and I guess I'm going to head home and start going through what I bought today and show you what I got and hopefully get it photographed and try to get it up on the internet. Yeah, so, the tobacco leaf baskets, didn't buy those. Definitely not worth it at that price point. They don't sell for what they used to sell for, especially because those are reproductions. I know several years ago, before farmhouse decor was like a big thing, you didn't really see the reproductions. It was just the originals, like the vintage originals, and they used to do really well. They're also very large, a lot larger than the one that I showed you in there. So yeah, back in the day, if you would come across one of those, they were definitely worth picking up. But maybe, I mean, I didn't look that far into it. Maybe some of the huge original ones are still doing okay, but from what I saw, it just wasn't worth me picking those up because it wasn't. So, all right, gonna head home now and get this pottery unloaded. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. I have this crazy bright light coming through the skylight. The skylight, that's what it's called. The skylight again. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to show you what I bought. Oh, that's my coffee. I didn't buy that. I'm just drinking that. I need that. Funny story. Actually, I just posted about this on Instagram, if you follow me there. I just brewed this cup of coffee. I have a Keurig. I just brewed this cup of coffee without putting the cup under the Keurig. So I pressed brew, went out to get my dogs, and I came back in and I hear the machine and I look over and I'm like, wait, that sounds like it just brewed, but there's no cup underneath and there's nothing all over the counter. And then I go over and I lift up the little like tray, and then there's like, you know, the base or whatever. If you have one, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you saw my Instagram story. So I lift that up and my coffee is in there. Like, what is wrong with me? So I had to brew it again. And this time I put the mug. I'm looking to see who's walking down the street. Anyway, I brewed it again, and this time I put the mug underneath. So I have my obviously much needed coffee. All right. So I'm going to show you what I bought today, the Craigslist trip, because I didn't buy anything at Goodwill and I didn't buy anything at Wegmans for resale. I just bought my sushi and some toilet paper. I bought some toilet paper. So, all right. Anyway, so I spent $175 on this stuff. And you may think, what? That's crazy. But you know what? I'm going to do fine. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, this is Longaberger. It's the Woven Traditions blue pattern. They make Woven Traditions in a plain color. They make it, well, I mean, most of it has this like kind of like ivory or cream color base, but the blue I'm speaking of is the design. And they also make this in green, and they make it in red. I think they also make it plain. And they also, I believe, make it in another color. And then they also have some of these pieces in solid colors and everything. But this is Woven Traditions blue. Except for this one piece, this is actually plain. There's no design to that. So anyway, I saw this on Craigslist. I was browsing. Actually, I went on to check the yard sales to see if there were any garage sales. I started early. I start checking on like Wednesdays basically. So I went on to see if they had anything listed, and then I jumped over to I think it's called the household or something like that section. I can't remember now. I'm like looking right at it, I'd be able to tell you, but I'm not. So anyway, and I saw this. It was a new listing pretty much. And I was like, ooh, okay. The man was asking $225. I sent him a message asking him if everything was in good condition and if it was in fact blue, because from the photo, like this was kind of far away. I couldn't quite tell if it was blue or green or what it was. I thought it was blue, but I couldn't quite tell. And I also asked him if he would take any less for the set. So he sent me a message back and he said, yes, it is blue. It's in very good condition. And, you know, what would you like to offer if you're serious and make a reasonable offer, you know, possibly. So, you know, I sent him a message back and I said, yes, I'm serious. I would like to offer you $175. So that is $50 off of his asking price. So he said, yes, he will accept $175. So this all transpired last night. And then this morning, I actually got his message saying that he'd accept the $175 because I went to bed. I was tired last night. But anyway, so I went and picked it up, as you saw in the video earlier. And let me show you what I got. So, oh, also, this pattern has been discontinued since 2010. I believe it was produced for 20 years, from 1990 until 2010 by the Longaberger Pottery Company. And people still use this. People still use this pattern. People love this pattern. This stuff is heavy. It's sturdy. And yeah, so let me tell you why I spent so much, because you still might be thinking like, what on earth? That is so much money for, you know, the pieces that I got. Actually, I left a couple pieces over there. I'll bring those. Maybe I should bring them now. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Brought the other pieces over. All right, so this is why I spent $175, because I know I'm still going to have, I know I'm going to still have a good return. This right here, this is a 3-piece nesting bowl set. Now, I feel like this may be missing one of the bowls, like one of the bigger ones. I've sold this before in the green, and it had 4 bowls, and it sold for, I believe, $150 for the set. So now this just has 3 bowls. And I will probably sell these for about $80. I will sell them as a set and sell them for about $80. And then, so I'm gonna put these out of the way. gently. This piece right here, I have also sold before, but in the green as well. And I sold this for $80. And this is plus shipping. Like the prices I'm giving you, like that I've sold these items for, Max is, someone tied his toy to one of those quilt hanger type things. I don't know who did that to him, but well, you know what? He's distracted by another toy now, so I think we're good. I think we're good. You know, at the end of this video, I think I'm going to insert, excuse me. At the end of the video, I think I'm going to insert a couple clips of my dog so you can see exactly who I'm talking about. All right, back to what I bought here. So yes, this same casserole with the lid I've sold for $80 before plus shipping. So between the two of those, that is almost what I paid for this whole set right there. And then everything else is going to be profit. And I still have a lot of other pieces. So I am definitely going to, I would say, very close to tripling my money on this. Maybe even tripling, probably tripling my money, to be honest. You know what? I didn't actually sit down and write down everything, but let me just show you the next item. These right here, these are the classic 16-ounce soup cereal bowls. The last ones to sell on eBay for 4 bowls in the blue pattern sold for $164 in auction form, as a matter of fact. Now, and these are no chips, no cracks. This one actually has a couple light surface marks, like the utensil marks inside, like the graying, but it's not anything serious. It's not anything real bad. But yeah, so I'm not going to list these that high. But I believe that I will list them for at least $100 for this set right here, this set of 4. So yeah, now you look at this and the other pieces that I've shown you, and yeah, that's already what, like $260. So roughly, I don't know. Me and math, we're just not the cutest couple. I struggle with math a little bit. I know basic math and I know measuring and like, I know all the things I need to know. Okay. But let's move on here. Let's just move on. All right. Anyway, next, these are the little berry sauce, dessert bowls, whatever you want to use them for. These I will list as a set for about $39.99. And then we have this set of 4. These are little custard cups. And, or, you know, like a little dessert. You could even put berries or a sauce, like a dipping sauce or whatever in these. These I will list for about $30 for the set. Then you have the little sugar packet holder. This is not going to be in as big of demand, I don't believe, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put this at yet. This I haven't really thought about or whatever, but then we have a little toothpick holder. I may list these little accessories together. I'm not quite sure yet, but I would say maybe $15 for the pair, maybe a little more, Then I have this You know what? I actually thought this was a pie plate, but I'm looking at it now and I don't think it's a pie plate. Pie plate. I don't think it's a pie plate. I think it might be like a tart plate, or one of, like, what do you call that? The flan or the flan? How do you say that? I don't know. But whatever it is, I think that might be, I have to look this piece up. And a good place for that is replacements.com. If you don't know what a piece is, but you know what the pattern is, that is a good way to go on and find out what that piece is that you have. So that's what I'm going to do for this. I'm going to look this up. This is a plain one. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get for this, but whatever it is, it's going to be profit. So then, let me move some of these out of the way here. I feel like I'm probably cutting my head off. I'm probably sitting really, really close to this because I'm up far so I can grab everything. So sorry if I've cut my head off. I haven't really been watching myself. All right, next item is this, and I have to measure this because there are several different sizes. I'm not sure which size this is, but I can tell you it's going to go for at least $80. It's got the metal rack with it, which is great. And then this is like either a casserole or a lasagna pan you could use it for. Also in the blue here. And it's got the metal rack with it. So that is a bonus. That is a bonus. So that is going to go, like I said, for at least 80, possibly more. Haven't quite figured out that yet. Ooh, this thing I'm trying to hold with one hand and drop it on myself. So yeah, that's a very nice piece. The serving pieces are very nice to have, or the little, just like, not the everyday pieces. Although I will say that even like the dinner plates and stuff do well. I actually, I had the Woven Traditions, I believe it was in red, and it was the square plates, and those did phenomenally. I can't ever talk. I don't know. I get on camera and I can't speak anymore. Oh, well, you guys will get used to this, I guess. So anyway, those did really well. I think at the time I paid about $90 or $100 for that set. And some pieces took a little while to sell, but I don't care about that. I don't care if I have to sit on some of it for a while to get the price that I want. And I do have a feeling that some of this is going to sell relatively quick. That's what I really like. I like to at least get my initial investment back right away or fairly quick. And then the rest of it, I don't care if it sits for a while. But I have a feeling, we have Easter coming up. People are going to be preparing, for Easter dinner and everything. And there's going to be pieces that people want to buy. So the time is now to get this stuff listed. So anyway, moving on. Next piece is a round covered casserole. This has, it's got a couple marks on the lid. Actually, that is going to come right off. That is like a little sticky thing, but it does have a little bit, I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit of graying. I don't even know what that's from. It's just a little surface wear. It's not scratched or anything. It just has a little bit of a gray color to it. Inside is clean, no chips, no cracks. It's not marked as far as, 2 quart or whatever. I actually think this actually looks like maybe a 2.5 quart. I don't know. Another thing you can do is go on replacements and find the piece and take measurements and then compare that to their measurements and find out what exactly you have, or what quart it is, or whatever. So that's another thing that I do, another tip for you guys. If you're into dinnerware or think of getting into dinnerware or whatever. So then I got a little baby one. It's a little baby casserole, also with a lid. No issues. This actually has some little, she put the previous owner like put these little feet, little rubber, I don't know if they're rubber, I don't know what they are, but so I'm wondering if maybe she was just like displaying this stuff, because it doesn't look like it's been used very much. Now there's a couple signs of wear. Like I said, in the one bowl, there's a couple utensil marks, and on this lasagna pan, as I call it, there is a little bit of like funk in the grooves of like the handle, like near the design. And it looks like it quite possibly might be lasagna. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to clean that up a little. But otherwise, I mean, the stuff is like in very good condition, just as stated. So next piece, and this one, this I was looking up on replacements, but I didn't see any online, but on eBay, but I really didn't look that good. I did like a real quick scan of some of this stuff. But this is like a serving tray, also with the metal rack. So that is a bonus. I would just venture to guess that I should be able to sell this for $40. Oh, and the casseroles, the round casseroles, I'm not sure how much I'm going to get exactly for those. I didn't really look those up either, but probably $25, maybe $40 for the other one, for the bigger one. I'm not honestly quite sure yet. Okay, and then the last of this set that I bought, it's mugs. There are 8 of these, and these are like the regular full-size mugs. They're not the ones that would come with a saucer or anything. These are, you know, like standalone mugs. So there are 8 of these. These I will be selling for $40 a set, so, or $39.99 plus shipping. 2 sets of those, so that's $80 for the mugs alone. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, there's definitely profit here. There is definitely profit here. I am 100% sure of that. Like I said, I've sold this stuff before. It continues to sell. Yeah, so it might take a little while for some of the pieces. Like I said, I'm not worried about that. That is the nature of my store. That's the way I do it. It's not for everyone. You do have to have the storage space to be able to let items sit for a while. And I have a little bit of storage space, so not as big as I probably need or want, but I do have storage space. So, yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to wrap that up right here. I'm going to try to insert some clips of my dogs at the end, so stay around for that. And I'll just wrap this up now, though, and say thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today. I hope it was fun. It was fun for me. I enjoy this. I enjoy this whole lifestyle, so it's always fun for me. But all right, guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below, and hit subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Thanks again, and until next time, bye. How you doing, Bernie? This is Bernie, everyone. This is my always hungry pug trying to get into a bag of his dog food that's empty. He's pretty determined. And this is Maxie. Oh, tired, Max? You watching your brother get into trouble? Are you watching Bernie get into trouble? Normally it's Max who's in trouble, but right at this very moment, he's being a good boy. They take turns. Right, Max? You take turns, Max? You take turns with Bernie? Maxie. You don't have much to say, huh, Max?